Hey everybody, it's Lindy Tate from Taterbuggin. Y'all come on into the studio. How is everybody doing today? Make sure I find myself on here so I can read your comments. Okay, there we go. Or am I here? Go. Get everything done. While my friends get here, if you're watching on replay, comment hashtag replay and let me know you were here. You can say hi, whatever. Just like to know who's here. If you want to, hey sis, hey Betty. Okay, I'm going to put this link right here. Yep, no. My computer is acting stupid today. Stop being stupid. Hey Sharon. Let me see. Let me catch this. It's so hard getting started. I'm supposed to pin this comment and I have to catch it. There we go. All right. Hey Leanne, why are you squealing? Hey Sharon. Cindy's here. I didn't see Cindy come in yet. Hey, Carrie. Excited that I'm making another. Ah, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Hey, Denny. Hey, Darlene and Barb and Carol. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward through this. I want to say hey to my friends. Hey, Sarah Lena. Hey, Judy. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Vicki. Judy, thank you for those stars. Good afternoon, Robin. How's Charlotte, Linda, Carmela? She's saying hey to all the sweet tater bugs too. Hey, Julie. Hey, Kathy. Added your personal page to my Telegram. Oh, y'all, I got to talk about Telegram. Hey, Dana and Linda and Janet, Kathy. Oh, everybody's getting here now. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, hey, Sunshine, that's Joanne. How are you doing? Joan, sorry. It's Joan. Oh, thank you, Betty. I did too. I really did. And hey, Jody. Hey, Amanda. There's Amanda from Amanda Made and Francis from Vine and Silk Designs. Yay. I got the free app, the Telegram app, and I can't figure it out. I somehow stumbled upon being able to figure out how to make a channel and get that link for you. Now I can't find out how to go to that channel and send you a message. I feel so stupid. Anyway, hello everybody. Hey, Ellen and Deborah and Ruth. And let me just tell you this. First of all, glasses today. Sorry for the reflection. I usually have my contacts in. But I think I scratched my cornea last night. And it was all swollen and red this morning. And I didn't know that I was going to be able to go live, looking like I had been in the ring with Rocky. But the swelling went down. It's just red now. And I just didn't want to put a contact in it. So that's why, sorry that y'all have to look through these things. Those apps sometimes make me feel that way, though, Regina. I mean, they need to be more user-friendly or something. Hey, Lynn, how are you doing? Yes, I wish I could have been there for that. Oh, Carmela, thank you for watching. It's just been so sweet. I've gotten messages, texts, emails, and I want to save them all because they mean the world to me. I didn't know it was going to go the way it did, and I think it was God. I know it was God because I didn't have that plan, and it happened, and apparently it touched a lot of people, and I'm very thankful. Thank you, Tina. I don't mind wearing my glasses. I can see better, honestly, out of my glasses than the contacts. But you can't see somebody's eyes because of I sit in front of all these windows and then have the light to help. And so that's what you see. And I think that's kind of distracting. Thank you, Julie. You are so welcome. If it helped one person, or one person got something out of it, then I'm just thrilled. Hey, Lucinda and Alex and Kat. Okay, it's Kathy, right? Oh, I hope he was. Hey, Christine. And it worked. I was able to add it to my list of Telegram accounts. Somebody's gonna have to school me. I've Googled, I've looked at the frequently asked questions. Anyway, I know, it does me too, Francis. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Kat. So, not knowing if I was going to go live and having the problem with my eye last night, I was going to prep for today last night, let it dry overnight. So by the time I decided, if my eye's okay, I can do this, I had to scramble in here. I've been working, and I'm trying out several different things for you. I've learned a lot, almost scrapped it at the last minute and tried to just pull something out of thin air, but we're going for it. So this is, we call it the fly by the seat of your pants live today. So y'all give me just a little grace, and if anybody is here who is new and this is the first time you're watching, I apologize. It's not always like this, and now I feel like I'm saying that all the time. Penny Walker says YouTube. Tell me, Penny, do you want me to put it on YouTube? I'm seriously thinking that it needs to go on YouTube. I wasn't going to, but and I want y'all to know, let me just say that I want y'all to know that when I upload a live to YouTube, you see none of the comments that were made during the live. So, hey, there's Angela from Word and Home. We got all the creators in the house today, or a lot of them. Okay, I'm going to call on Cindy to drop the link that someone shared, this link, was it you, Leanne, that shared the link in my art journaling group for DIY faux rice paper. This would come in handy if you want that rice paper look and feel, but how do I put it? I don't think it's going to necessarily take the place of rice paper, but it's a fun technique to play with. And I want to see what y'all come up with. And you can do any designs you want to. This, I'm so flying by the seat of my pants, Debbie. Hey, Luann. How are you doing? Yeah, that's the link that I watched. That's the tutorial I watched. And as I watched it, I thought, okay, I've got to try this. I have got to try this. And why not try it with y'all? And I can fail and work out the kinks and tell you what did or didn't work for me. It's one someone else shared. I just had lots of comments. Okay, I'm missing. I went and got out one of these little jars that I had. Now this is the mixture the lady in the tutorial shared. You just use Elmer's school glue. I've had it upside down because that's all I've got. And she said to use, for whatever your container is, 2/3 school glue. Now, she didn't measure anything. I'm not going to measure anything. We're just going to put glue in it and then add half that much of water. Can I send you napkins? I have totes full. Oh, that's very sweet, Kathy. That's very sweet. I would love that. And others have done that too. And I love sharing the napkins y'all send to me in Happy Mail. So I welcome that. As a matter of fact, just before I went live today, our sweet is Becky Hudson here. Becky, are you here? I just got your sweet, sweet card with these gorgeous bird napkins tucked in. She knows I love birds. Oh, this is going to be something so pretty. And look at this one. Oh, I love it. So thank you, Becky. Okay. So okay, that's enough. I don't want to make a ton of this. because the way I'm going to do it, it won't keep a long time. If you use water and you seal this tightly, this is going to last a long time according to the tutorial. But what she used instead of water is leftover coffee. And it gives it an aged tint to the paper. Now, this, I don't think my coffee is as strong as the coffee she used, but anyway, I used those two birds on the limbs just this morning. I'll have to go watch a replay on yours, Francis, and see what you did so I can, oh, yay. So this is my 2/3 part white school glue, and I'm just gonna pour in about that much. So it's 1 part of coffee. I am making this concoction from a tutorial that I found that we're gonna make faux rice paper. Yeah, I know. I had to grab it this morning before I poured another cup, Amanda. Yeah, right, Melissa. But drink it before you mix it with the glue. Also remind me, yeah, Amanda made, yes, and she's in the house. So it's Angela and Francis from Word and Home and Vine and Silk Designs. We're just mixing this up real good. 3 parts glue, wait a minute. Why it won't scroll. The coffee, if you use it with coffee, she said it won't last as long. And she said if you don't like the scent of coffee, you could use tea. I love the smell of coffee. Goodness. I keep freezing up down here, but I don't think I am up here. My computer's acting funny. Hello, Lisa. Okay, I just wanted to give it a good shake. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's excuse me, my computer. Let's go back here. See if I can get back on here so I can see your comments. This day, you know, it's funny. You have a day like yesterday. Hey, girl. Hey, Chris. And you do something that is unexpectedly such a blessing. And then the next day, isn't that enemy coming at you left and right? So, this is what she used. This is the liner of a cereal box. This is the cereal bag. And it's a good time for coffee. I've already had my afternoon coffee, so I'm having water now. But this is the liner of a cereal bag. I also have, I've got all kinds of stuff on this table because I wanted to be prepared to show y'all all the things so then you would know exactly what to do. Because it gives it that antique color. You asked, I got to remember to ask the questions out loud so the YouTube people can hear it. Why use coffee or tea instead of water? It's the same thing as like tea staining or coffee staining something. It's going to give it that aged look, which I really like. No, you didn't, Monica, because I can't figure that thing out. I'm trying to figure out Telegram, and I couldn't figure it out. This is just a smaller version. It's like wheat thins or crackers of some sort. It was the liner. So for smaller things, you could use this. Well, Lindy decided, why not wax paper? I've got a whole roll of wax paper. Don't use wax paper. Listen carefully to me now. Don't use wax paper. Fail. I'll show you before we're done. Hey, Connie. Yes, you can use watercolors too. I went a little further than the tutorial I watched because it was so fascinating to me what she was doing that I had to try it. And then I had to go a little bit further and see what happened. So I wanted to do that for y'all. So let's pull out, I've got this napkin I pulled, but it's going to be a little bit bigger than this. So let me use this. This is why I thought the wax paper was a perfect solution. Freezer paper, I need to try freezer paper. Yeah, maybe that'll work. And you know, parchment paper was the other thing I thought of, but I went with wax paper first. And had I been a better crafter, creative person for y'all, I would have had all of those already tried. And again, flying by the seat of my pants, so this is what you get today. But I am going to try the parchment paper, and I'm going to try the freezer paper too. It just won't be today because I don't, well, I do have parchment paper in here? I might. It may be in that cabinet. I'll see. This top is from Belle Lily, and I pinned a link in the comments. It should be stuck right there. So this is, I'm just going to show you exactly how she showed us to do it on the tutorial. Again, Cindy had shared that link for y'all if you want to watch her tutorials. A lovely lady, and I think somebody said she has a lot of great tutorials. All she did was lay down whatever she's going to turn into rice paper, so to speak, and just do a dot at each corner so you know how big of a square you've got, or whatever size you've got. Okay, and then you take your solution, and see, mine is, what? Lee's texting me, and I'm live. Girlfriend? Girlfriend. So mine is not nearly as dark as hers. I did mix this up to practice with first. It's a little bit darker, but I think I need stronger coffee. But this will just give it, it won't be completely clear. It'll have a little bit of antique look to it. Okay, so we just start applying that glue and water mixture to right directly to this cereal bag. We still had, we don't eat a lot of cereal. That's kind of why I wanted to try another way to do this, because we still had 2 half boxes of cereal at least. So all I did was what cereal companies ought to do to begin with, and I just poured the rest of the cereal into a gallon Ziploc baggie and put it back in the box. And I just pulled out these liners, and I mean that's at the last minute, like 3:45, because we had a massive fail. I was feeling too good about myself. And you know what that causes. Okay, do just like you're going to decoupage this napkin and remove everything but the top ply. That's all we're going to use. That's okay, Brenda. I'm just glad you're here. Lee, I called you out. I said, look at Lee. She is texting me. Girlfriend, you made it here, though. I didn't get to read your text yet, but I will. Oh, come on here. Don't y'all love separating napkins live? Amanda does that trick where it looks so easy, but I hadn't tried it yet. I need to do it. The tape trick. Okay, wait, I think. You know, when you're sitting here by yourself crafting, it goes a lot easier than when you're live. Just like threading a needle. I'm not even going to worry about that tear either, because the lady who did the tutorial showed us how to work with that too. So we're just going to lay this napkin out right on top of the glue that we just painted. And then she took her finger. I prefer the lines in it. That's what's going to make it, the wrinkles in it. It's what it is going to make it look more like rice paper. But these straight lines where the napkin was folded, you don't really want those. You want those organic wrinkles that are going to look like the fibers in your rice paper. So we've got that down. Can y'all see? And I just tapped with my finger lightly to press down that those folds. And then we're going to take our solution and start in the middle and just start covering it. And you know, you want it kind of juicy. Now there goes Elizabeth texting Lee back. You girls, come on. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it, Penny, to get it? Yeah, this is a really cool idea. And again, thank you. Leanne, did you share? Are you the one who shared this link in the group? I should have checked to make sure of that too. I just wanted to be sure to give the lady on YouTube credit. I cannot remember her name, but Cindy shared her link. You can watch her do the video. It's beautiful and fun to watch, very satisfying. But I just decided I wanted to try it for y'all in case we're making faux DIY rice paper. And I'm going to show you some real rice paper from Digital Deco Designs. You know, I've been using a lot of that lately. Her designs are so beautiful. But if you wanted that same effect, but you wanted it, you know, this design, this is a way to do it. I'm going to show you several other ways that she showed, and then one or two that I came up with too to try out for y'all. And if y'all try this and you learn some things about it, share it with us. I want to see what you come up with. If you come up with another surface that works, let us know. Share it in the Tater Bug and Sweet Tater Bugs group. Now see, okay, right up here where it tore, she just took her brush and kind of pressed it together so it'll look like, I've got a story to tell y'all. It'll look like another wrinkle, but it will glue together. Okay, now let me hold it up to show you. This is what we've got. Now this is going to be, because of the design, what I'll probably end up doing after this dries and I want to use it, I'll cut it down the middle. So, you know, one's not upside down. Now here's the trick that she showed. Through trial and error, she learned this. She said that the first few times that she did it, she just laid it flat like this. And when it dried, she found it hard to get, get this started to peel it up. So all she did is take the front of her brush like this and kind of push the edges. It kind of makes them curled, and it's really pretty. Hey, Becky. Hey, DJ. Or you go by Donna, I bet. Yeah, be sure to catch the replay too, to see, you know, the solution recipe and everything. But it's simple, and I'm gonna share with you the mess ups I made at the end here too. So this is, I'm gonna do this real quick around each edge and then hold it up and kind of show you what it looks like. But on her video, it gave a real pretty, almost raggedy edge. You do go by DJ. Okay. Hey, Maureen. So we're just scooching it up like that so that we'll be able to peel it up better. And I wish the sunshine was still on my patio there, because all I did was dried a little bit with the heat gun and then put it out in the sunshine, and it dried so fast. I thought I'd have to go, you know, like overnight or something, but it dried really fast. Thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate those. It's pretty cool, Elizabeth. Gail Shackelford. Hey, look, I'm crafting with a napkin. Don't you have some napkins, Gail? Hey, Maria. Y'all come on in. I can't believe you know, my numbers were not very good. They had kind of slumped. And I've got 236 friends here right now. I'm just so happy. Like I told y'all, if only 5 of you showed up, I'd still be happy. That'll make me happy. Okay, did I get all? Yes, I think that's all 4 sides. Hold it up close. See how it just kind of crinkles up the edges? That's going to give us something to grab a hold of when it dries. Napkins. Yeah, kind of like a scroll look. I think it's so pretty. And don't you love all those little wrinkles in it that make it look like the fibers in rice paper? So I didn't try to just dry the whole thing. I just hit it with the heat gun for a little bit. Elizabeth, Gail's gonna get off this live and she's gonna get those napkins out. Diane, so are you. Thank you. Gail's gonna get those napkins out. If y'all hadn't heard that story, I think Elizabeth told it on Ellie's Attic. We love our Gail Shackelford. We went to school with her too. Hey, how did you like? Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Angela. How did y'all like that picture that Elizabeth and I shared? I asked her permission. I have posted that on my personal page years ago, but that was the first day we met, and that was the first day of our new school, and I was in 2nd grade and she was in 1st. And y'all had a hard time finding us. I tried to tell y'all yesterday during the live I looked like a boy. Y'all kept trying to make me one of those cute little blonde girls that had a cute pinafore dress and little dog ears and stuff. No. Elizabeth, when you were telling your story about your haircut yesterday, my granddaddy was a barber. That's who did my hair. So yes, I had to go to his barber shop to get my little Buster Brown. But you were talking about your daddy took you to the barber to do your hair, and I thought, if she says it was Cecil Thompson, I'm gonna die. Okay, we've just dried it a little bit. It's not ooey gooey now. And I'm just gonna set it out here on the patio anyway. I know the, yeah, but you're so cute, Elizabeth, and you were just laughing. Did you, Lee? That fooled you too? That was just the opposite of me. No, that was the opposite of me. Let me set this on the patio. I've got the doors open anyway. It's a gorgeous, sunny, and 65 here today, and I'm loving it. Okay, there's the napkin. Now, let's try. I've got all kinds of things I want to do. Let's try a fabric softener. This one is a Bounce, and yeah, it looks, you look, well, he looks like you technically, but in that picture you look just like Dean. I think there were a lot of us with that Buster Brown, weren't there, Lee? So I thought, how cool would it be to try using a used Bounce, and then Leanne Medlin. What are you talking about, Gail? What are you talking about? What are you all lauding about? So this will fit on this one, but I wanted to try something different on this. I think it was Leanne Medlin that was talking about how she wanted to try alcohol inks and glitters. Well, I don't have any glitter out today, but I got out my alcohol inks. He has taught Sarge how to whisper, and he's having the biggest time getting that big old dog to whisper instead of bark. Yeah, now I'm doing fabric sheets, so save your fabric sheets. This was my test run with alcohol ink. Isn't that pretty? I love that color. It's not showing up good in here. Maybe if I hold it back, I don't know. So let's just squirt a little toilet papers next. We use the rolls. Just the rolls, not the actual toilet paper, Gail. I think I'm going to go, I don't know, I may go lighter, I may not. So there's my story time. Mr. T was unloading some fence wood off of the trailer this morning. And Sarge wanted to play ball, of course, like he always does. And so Mr. T kicked the ball. Sarge took off running. The ball rolled under the trailer. And Sarge ran face first into the edge of that trailer. And, oh, I think Mr. T cried a little bit. He was so upset, and he was, you know, all Sarge wanted, he didn't miss a beat. He just wanted to keep playing ball. But our poor baby has broken skin right across the bridge of his nose. And we put some Neosporin on it, and yeah, bless a baby's heart. He had to see stars. He looks so sad. Okay, can y'all see that? I've just squirted it lightly here. Now watch this. I'm just going to lightly pick that up. It's covered in alcohol ink. And there's squirts of ink on the paper. So I'm just going to do like we did before. And I'm going to put down this glue mixture. And look what happens with that alcohol ink. Oh, that's pretty. Can y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? Could you spray the ink after you put the glue on? I don't see why not. Put the glue on, you mean put the glue on? Put the bounce down and then spray it? I think so. Okay, here's where we are so far. Now let's do the top of it. I shouldn't have put that in there yet. The plastic on the bottom, it's Maria. This one is the lining of like a Triscuit box. It's just a cracker box. And yeah, if that's what you're asking, Jennifer, this plastic is, you can use a cereal box liner, cracker box, you know, anything with this plastic liner inside it. And I still need to try parchment paper and freezer paper, like we were saying earlier, to see how those work. Wax paper does not work. Doesn't work. Okay, now with the, let's see, that one's kind of torn. That's okay, though. We're going to make it work. What she did say, too, is that as you are painting the mixture on top and your brush starts to get a little drier, it will tear a napkin or tissue paper. So just keep your brush really wet as you're going over it. But this glue then kind of spreads out that alcohol ink, but not too bad. I mean, I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to speak. Hey, babe. Sorry, y'all. Training session is going on while I'm live. Something else I'll be say, I know. I love doing the, trash to treasure stuff, but, there's a limit to how much trash you can save. But these, I've got to admit, these are great. She didn't give any other suggestions. She just said these cereal box liners. So, being Lindy, I thought, well, why couldn't I use this or why couldn't I use that? I'm going to find out, and I found out today. Okay, so here's what we've got. Now I'm going to do the little thing where I just kind of push the edges. It doesn't work. Pardon me. Hey, babe, training session during my live. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, happy you're here, Pam. I know, it's just it kind of gets distracting or bothersome when you're just hearing that every now and then. Woo. And then Pete wants to help him because Pete's a really good speaker. He's known Speak for years. So he wants to help. And so he barks too. All right, let's just go with that. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun just for a minute. I'm going to put this in the water and just get the ink out of it for the next one because I don't want to transfer the alcohol ink to, you know, another one right now. So that's where we were experimenting. The lady in the tutorial did not do any alcohol inks. She did, hey, Slow Jam. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? So she did a napkin, she did tissue paper, and she did cheesecloth. I did the napkin, and this, I had to try this bounce, because it already has fibers in it. You use it just like you would use rice paper. You can decoupage with it. I can see where you might want to frame it. If it's, you know, a pretty napkin. Is it, Janice? Hey, Jill. Hey, Susan. Okay. Let's set this aside. Penny. All right. Putting that over there. Okay. Here's something else I tried. Let's just try something. Okay. This was a napkin, and you can see it kind of aged it a little bit. I don't know who's texting me. I think that's the gift store. Okay, so what I did on this one is I put down cheesecloth first, and then I laid the napkin on top of the cheesecloth. But you see, it won't peel. This is wax paper. It just won't come off well. What I probably will do, though, to salvage, because I hate to waste anything, is to just cut it off, and I'll leave that little bit of wax paper on the back, and, you know, use it for something else. I don't know. So, I just want to show you what not to use. So wax paper is a no-go. It's easy. It's not as bad on this with the cheesecloth, but I'll show it to you on the napkin and the tissue paper. It's unusable. She said when she didn't turn the edges up, she would have to take an X-Acto knife and kind of go along the edges to lift it up. But I'm just going to kind of cut it out with this because it's not going to come off this wax paper. But you know what, y'all? You don't learn anything if you don't try it, you know? So when somebody asks me a question about, you know, what would happen if you did this? I don't know. Try it. You know, try it. And you're going to learn something in the process anyway. So why not have some fun and see if it works? So you don't want to have to do all of this. This is unnecessary. So I will try the freezer paper and parchment paper for y'all. Or if y'all try it, let me know how it works. I'm kind of addicted to playing with this technique now anyway, so I'm just gonna, I'll do that later, but you see how it is? It's more like a, well, of course there's cheesecloth under it, so you've got those fibers. But this is not unusable. I'll be able to use this on something. Look at the pretty pattern, you know, I mean, you go get a Goodwill frame and, you know, fix it up and put that in it, frame it. I think it'll be fun. Now let me show you. Okay. Here, I practice with tissue paper. Isn't that what this is? This is tissue paper on the other cracker sheet. See the difference? And look at it. That is just, it started out like this, ended up like this, and I even scrunched it up first. Yeah, you can put it on a tray, you can paint on it. You know, we creative people don't throw stuff away. You know, it has to be really bad off for us to say I can't do something with that. So you purposely put those wrinkles in it. And I just put it down. You saw the difference when you're peeling it up off this plastic. It's just night and day difference. But can y'all see how fun that is? Crinkly. And I made holes, but I don't care. I don't know that this is one I was just playing with because I didn't know. You could use this like vellum, I think. Be a little more careful with it, but you know, it was fun to try. It was a lot of fun to play with. So there's that. Okay, now with y'all, I want to do a cheesecloth on here, and let's put a napkin on top of the cheesecloth. So let me do this. Let's see. Let me grab another napkin. I practiced too much, I guess. And oh, that one's pretty. Okay, let's just do this one. No, that's too big for this sheet. A little bitty napkin. I don't know if this napkin is going to fit on it either, but we're going to make it work anyway. I'm sorry, I keep getting up. So this is a pretty spring napkin. Just real soft, and I can see this working for a lot of projects. You know, thank you, Lucinda. That's what I was thinking about, and I wish I wouldn't get in this drawer when I'm live, because when I have to see that back, it's cringeworthy. It's the glue mixture. That's what it is. Now, would this work with Mod Podge? I don't know. I'd like to find out. And that's probably something else. I've got an old pattern that I got at Southern Vintage for projects. So let's just cut a piece that's going to fit right here. I think the lady in the tutorial even used a pattern. Didn't she, Cindy? Leanne, y'all watched it, I know. I'm just looking for a little bit interesting piece of it. Okay. This hasn't been my day, y'all. This kind of hadn't been my day, but that's okay. It's a beautiful day outside anyway, and oh, Wendy, let's just get on with it. I'm not having a very good day, babe.
I'm sorry, I got in trouble.
You did not. They were all taken up for you. They said that they didn't mind the dogs barking.
What are you doing?
Making a mess.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I always do. So while I make a mess, y'all look at this handsome man behind me. How about that?
I'm all dirty.
Oh, he's all dirty.
Been working.
Yeah, he has. I told him what happened with Sarge. That hurt your heart, didn't it?
It did.
I told him I thought you cried.
Hey, Betty. Hey, everybody. We like the dogs too. Yep.
You love those dogs.
Hey, Connie. We can't see his face.
That's the best part.
I know.
I tried to sew for a while. And in fact, Gail Shackelford, who was here, she's probably long gone with this. Being in home ec with Gail Shackelford was the best. What?
Look at all everybody. Hello, everybody. I can't read that fast.
They're so happy to see you because they're like, oh, this live. Oh.
Getting a break from you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm going to get out of here and leave you to it.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Sarge? I missed that. You tell the story. Come here and tell them what you did to your dog.
What happened to Sarge?
He didn't do it. It was an accident. Sarge did it to himself.
We were playing retrieve the ball in the backyard, and I have a trailer in the backyard. We were over there by that, and I kicked the ball for him, and he took off to run and ran right into the trailer, the tongue of the trailer right across the bridge of his nose.
Just like the day Trish and I were washing my car.
And you walked into
And the
tree?
front yard, some of y'all know this story. This is long before him. We were just silly teenagers, and we were washing my car in the front yard. And we had 2 pine trees in the front yard. And I just pulled my car into the yard like I would do when I washed it. And,
No, Elizabeth, you can't have him.
So I got the notion to throw the wet, soapy sponge I was using at Trish when she wasn't looking. And I did. But I was going to be clever and throw it and run. And I threw it and ran face first into the pine tree. I kid you not, it would look like the cartoons. Arm and leg on one side, arm and leg on the other. And nose right into the pine bark. Hurt, but I was laughing so hard. My dad was sitting in the driveway while we were washing the car. I think Mom was too. I don't think I ever saw my dad laugh that hard. He may have fallen out of the lawn chair laughing at me.
I would have.
Yeah, it was funny. It was. And that's, that's what happens when you try to do that to a friend and get them, and it always backfires on me. Can we see his nose? Can you get him to come in and stand
I
up?
don't know. He knocked the hide off of it, knocked the fur off of it.
I'll take a picture tonight
just
when
a
he
little
calms
bit,
down.
and-
How about that?
Sarge,
We
come here, buddy.
doctored it with a
Come here.
little Neosporin.
Come here.
Yeah, Melissa, that's probably what it is.
Come up here. Come up here. Let's see if we can show him. I don't think I can get you over here now. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look right there.
Can you look at everybody over here, Sarge?
Look here.
Can y'all see it?
Put a line right between his eyes.
He looks like he's been a few rounds with Rocky Balboa, too.
He's an orphan. He's an orphan.
He isn't anymore. Cindy, can you believe I did that?
Let's go. All right, I'm out of here.
Bye, babe. We love you. I'm just going to be in here making messes and mistakes so they don't have to make the same mistakes.
Somebody asked what I was cooking Friday. I'm not cooking Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Oh, you're going to do it Thursday night instead?
Yeah, I'll do it Thursday night.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's going to the cabin this weekend with Brother Taterbuggin, so
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was going to just postpone or, but he loves y'all too much. That's going to be fun, don't you think? Hey, Esther, how are you doing? There's Tarita. I know, that poor Sarge. Oh, it was terrible. All right, how am I doing on time? We're about an hour. I'm gonna make y'all sit through much more of this because I've shown you how much better it works with this liner of the, these plastic liners rather than. What else can y'all think of that might work for the base to put the glue on that this would peel right off of? Hey, Joyce. Oh, brain surgery. I knew I hadn't seen you. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Vicki. I always like to make sure you have time in between because, you know, Ellie's Attic's going to be on at 5:45 today. I think she's... Aren't you finishing up the vase that you started yesterday? Ooh, that was pretty. She used paper clay and molds. She had a kind of a plain, well, it was very kind of 70s. It had fruit on it. It was a vase from Goodwill. And, well, now you know what to do with them, Jody. They're fun to craft with. Use them in your art journal, too. They're way fun to use. So, and mixed media as well. But she molded these pretty flowers. Well, first of all, she did the top lip with a beautiful design. And then she started making these beautiful flowers to go around the vase. Oh my goodness, they were so pretty. Now I gotta get some paper clay because that looked like too much fun. All right, we just scrunch the edges just like that. Asking Elizabeth. Elizabeth has 6 dogs. Had to have a brain mass removed and rehab, improving every day. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Joyce. Ziploc bags. Maybe so. What do y'all think? I mean, it's plastic, right? Page protectors work for smaller pieces. Yes. Yeah, her name, it's her page is Ellie's Attic. If you don't follow her, you need to be because she's doing some really cool things. You can't see what I'm doing. It looks on mine like, but I'm watching on a laptop. I'll move it back. A silicone mat for sure would work, right, y'all? Thank you, Cindy, for dropping her link. She's also now opened up a group for all of us, Treasures in the Attic, for everybody to share in. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, I agree, Melissa. That's a good idea. Whoop. But I think Elizabeth's going to have an Amazon favorites link too, where we can go see all these cool things she uses. Or, well, she's got her link tree, don't you, Elizabeth? I think you've got your link tree where you've got all the goodies. So that's going to be a fun one. And let's do cheesecloth before we go. And so Thursday, when I'm live, at the very beginning of that one, don't know what I'm doing that day, but at the very beginning of that one, I can show you how these all turned out. Let's see how big I want. I couldn't find the cheesecloth at Dollar Tree this time. I have bought it there before, but I just got this big old piece at Target while I was there yesterday. You know what I'm going to do? Wait a minute. I think I will try to use my brain here. And let's take this napkin and just cut a piece that's the size of a napkin. She doesn't hardly use Mod Podge on things anymore. She uses some kind of product that is like, but a thinner one. Please do, Tony. I would love to know that. The plastic that I'm using as this base is the liner of a cereal box. You know, it's the cereal bag inside the box. I just cut it open and laid it flat like the tutorial lady said. And these are all sad. I should have my fabric scissors out for this, but I don't. Carol, push, disappear downward. Isn't that a pretty, yeah, it's a pretty napkin. I think I got this napkin packet. It was either Tuesday Morning or Home Goods. That's pretty much where I get most all of my napkins. All right. So let's dot our plastic. I don't know how big it is. Hey, June. You know, sometimes, because see, I wouldn't consider this really what I would call a craft, because you're going to craft with or create with what we're making, but I like to try techniques out. You know, you see them on YouTube or something, you run across a tutorial, and you wonder how it would work, and so I have to just try it, and I hope y'all enjoy that sort of thing too, because I can see where, especially, you know what, if you're really watching your pennies or saving your money, you know, you have all of this probably at home. That would be interesting, Melissa. I thought about wrapping paper too. She used tissue paper. Wrapping paper would be pretty thick, but so what? It's worth a try. So this is, it's just taking whatever you put down, it's giving it this coat of thin glue on each side, and it absorbs into the middle of whatever it is and kind of binds the whole thing and makes it more like, well, it's thicker and a rice paper kind of look. You have seen it done on freezer paper? So good. I haven't tried that yet, but someone else suggested that, and I think that's a great idea. And it peeled off okay. Oh, Pamela, that's very sweet. Do you single knot? Yes, just the one ply. Take off those usually two extra plies. Okay, and so there's our cheesecloth, which we could just do cheesecloth if we wanted to, but I'm going to put this napkin down on top. Did I get both? Can't remember. No, I think I've got one more, of course. Layer here. How do you do that tape thing? I'm always afraid I'm going to tear the napkin. I got to learn. Amanda, are you going to do anything with napkins tonight? There's my mama. You want to come over? He left the gate open. My little mama was waving to me. Y'all want to see my mama? She'd been on here before, but she does. I don't think she knows I'm live. That's Pete, great and grandma. Decoupage finished by Royal Coat Glues and Seals. Peter, that's grandma. Oh, they're so excited. Grandma's coming over. So that's on top of the cheesecloth. Now we're going to put a layer on top. They're just different. They're just different. Come on in. They want to say hey to you. Pete, that's enough.
Pete, stop it. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah, he gets so excited. We're still on live, just a crafting away. And I told him the gate was open. And there's my mama. Y'all hadn't seen Mama in a while, have you? There's only 205 people watching you right now.
I better go.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Are you? Good.
Okay.
I'm glad you're outside on this pretty day.
It's cold today.
I've got all the doors and windows
I know,
open.
I see.
You'd
I
freeze
came out
over
back.
here.
I saw the bird water bowl was nasty and so I had to clean it up. But it's cold out here to me.
Mom likes it, what, like about 85?
That's best, yeah. 80 at least. It gets
Everybody's
a little
saying
warm
hi,
at 85.
Mom. Hi, sweet Mama. See them all saying hey to you.
Hey. Hey.
Miss Gail, do you remember my mama? Did you ever get to meet her? You know, Gail is Lisa Chandler's. She's Lisa Bell now, Mama. She lives out here in Bartlett.
Oh,
Yeah, she's on here right
I
now.
don't guess I've ever met her, but yeah, I remember Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, hey, Mama, looking good, sunshine. Yeah, that's what.
I'm
Well, you aren't either.
Always.
She always says that, and she's not. But yeah, it's so great having them right next door. They all hear about y'all all the time and ask about you. So I'm glad. We ought to get your ornery husband over here to say hello to him. Y'all, no, I might get my channel taken away from you. You don't know what's gonna come out of his mouth.
No, you never know.
He could get me banned from the internet.
Playing solitaire.
Well, okay. He's doing okay, though.
Yeah, he is. Doing good.
I didn't get to call you back because I was getting ready to see my friends and I was in the shower. But Trish has the flu. She tested for the flu.
But she doesn't have COVID.
No. But she,
Wonderful.
last night, was pretty sure she was about to go meet Jesus. You know how the flu is.
Oh, man.
And she had high fever
awful.
and just feels awful. And she actually thought she heard Carolyn using a mixer of some sort, and she wasn't even in the kitchen. And she just, I feel so bad for her. The flu is just
Nobody to take care of her.
Well, yeah, her sister has, we're really not supposed to say that word, but she has the virus thing that we're not supposed to say live. And so we just were sure that's what she had. And her sister's already starting to feel better. You know, her fever's gone and she's just weak now. But Trish is probably in for a while.
Yeah,
It's
if
bad.
she got the flu.
She's so sick.
Does she have anything? Well, I don't. It's a virus. Nothing.
Not a thing you can do. No. It's just, treat the symptoms.
Let it run its course.
And let it run its course, yeah. Okay, so we're making messes. So that's the cheesecloth with a napkin on top, and we're just gonna bump up the edges so we can pull it off. I was practicing today and I learned what not to do when I do this technique. You've got to use these cereal liners so that it doesn't stick. I tried wax paper and it didn't work. So,
You're gonna see if that works now, huh?
yeah, this should work. So far, this has worked every time on this. Your dad just rang the cancer bell. That's so wonderful. And he's 87. That means he's through with his treatment. That's wonderful.
Wow.
Does your mama craft too? That's what they asked me.
That's a laugh. I know nothing.
She used to really love to garden. That was her thing.
Yeah.
Now her mama, my grandmother, crocheted and
Garden
sewed and
and
gardened.
cooked and everything.
She did
I don't
everything.
do. I didn't get any of that from her. The good stuff.
Oh, you got a lot of her good stuff too.
She got this from her dad, though. Everything she does, she got from her dad.
He loved to do the creative thing, really. He did macrame and painted and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Okay, so that's all we got to do there. So we'll be able to peel it up. I'm just going to do that. I like that. Okay. I wonder, so look, let me see. When I did the bounce on wax paper, I used bounce fabric dryer sheet.
Oh.
Yeah. And sprayed it with alcohol ink. And this is on the wax paper. It won't work. It just will not come off. It's terrible. So on this one, I'll have to cut around it and just use it with the wax paper. Oh, thank you, Diane. Diane said, your mom is so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
She is, even without her makeup on and not fixed up. She was just walking around the backyard and I called her over.
She doesn't see very well, does she?
Yes, she does.
I don't like that I can't see them.
I know. I wish I could see all of them too. I really, really do. That would be fun. Yeah. Did Gerald tell you what Sarge did? Did you see his nose?
No, what did Sarge do?
Ran face first into the edge of the trailer. He's got a big gash in his nose.
Oh.
And Gerald cried.
Oh,
He was so upset.
oh, it probably hurt him.
Oh, Gerald said he felt
No.
it. He
Oh.
felt it. So, now, I'll tell y'all this. I used to do, I would paint the bounce with acrylic paint to look like, I made it look like camouflage. Because I had to do, my sweet young mama is 82. She doesn't look 82, does she?
But I do.
No.
They were good at it.
I thought it was a good thing when you rang the bell at the cancer center. That means, then that means that he finished treatment, right? We are, Brenda. We are very blessed to have each other right next door. I love it. Now you won't see her in the winter. She won't be coming to that gate. She does. She hibernates in the winter. Anyway, I did this with. I did the bounce with acrylic paint, and I can't remember if I used glue or Mod Podge. And then I sewed it, and I made ugly dolls out of it. So because I didn't have any camo fabric, and somebody wanted a camo one in the beginning, and you can't see Mom. Lisa can't see Mom.
Oh, my
See, there you are. It takes it a minute to get down here. They say you look wonderful for 82.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
These are
much.
sweet friends. Sweet friends. So, where's
Right.
my one that peeled off right? So, here's what we have. That's the tissue paper that actually peeled off right for the, when I used the not wax paper. This one's going to work, even though it has some wax paper on the back. It's the, you could sew on this absolutely too, make a little pillow out of it if you wanted to, but I'll probably pop it in a Goodwill frame or something. The lady with the treasure books does, okay, she does sew on them. So, yeah, how perfect. And right here was that, it was a tear that I had torn the napkin when I pulled it apart, but it's just all, you know, you wouldn't know. It's fine. It's glued all back together, but it's really sturdy now. Even the parts, there are some places that are just the cheesecloth and napkin. I really like those two together, using the cheesecloth and the napkin. So that's pretty much it today, and I will show you how these that we did today turn out when they get dried. But it was a fun experiment, even though most of it was a fail that I did earlier because of the wax paper. But y'all need to try this.
I like these colors.
Aren't those pretty?
Pretty.
Yeah, that's a napkin.
Oh.
I just used a napkin.
Yeah.
And I
Pretty.
think I need to dab that a little bit more. Some of these wrinkles are sticking up, and I think they need to be pushed down. Yeah, they need to be. It may need a little bit more of this glue mixture when you've got that cheesecloth underneath it. Just like that. Okay, so y'all remember tonight it's Ellie's Attic. I know Tanya's not on with Hummingbird Paintery. She has late clinic tonight, and so Ellie's Attic's on at 5:45. We got to watch her. And then at 7:30 is Amanda from Amanda Made. Angela, are you live tonight? Don't you go live on Tuesday nights? Because I think I'm usually already
I can't
in
read
bed.
any of that.
You can't? I have to have my glasses on or contacts in to read them. And I can't read, you know, most of the crafters can read the phone. I can't do that
I
very
can
well.
see better without my glasses on, but yeah, I can't read any of it.
Yesterday, it's the garbage can. He's rolling the garbage can. Yesterday, while I was here live, we had new birds, and I got so excited that I told them all to be quiet and don't scare it off because I've got to get my camera and take pictures. We looked it up. They've been coming, but we had to research it afterwards. We had a rose-breasted grosbeak,
Oh.
2 couples,
Wow.
and the females are just brown, and the males are the black, white, and real red. And then an indigo bunting came too. That's the
they're
one that
pretty,
just
aren't
stopped me in my tracks. He was gorgeous. And we've got bluebirds nesting in that and that one, both of
Wow.
them. So we're just in bird heaven over here. I'm not seeing new comments, so I wonder, maybe y'all, are y'all all gone? I don't know, maybe they said, okay, that's enough of that. I'm just gonna what do you call it? Refresh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was missing comments. Jennifer says you have the sweetest voice.
They're too kind.
They're very sweet.
kind,
Very
yes.
sweet. Pam, so try on parchment. My hot glue doesn't even stick to it. Yeah, even acrylic paints, when it dries, won't stick to that parchment paper. I think the parchment paper would work. I don't get why the wax paper doesn't work, but it just doesn't. So I'm not.
Well, hey.
There's Bo. He ran in and put his foot.
He was over at the house a while ago and he wanted to come inside to see Granddaddy.
Yeah.
I let him come in. And
Oh.
Richard was back on the
Playing
on
solitaire.
Yeah.
And he went to see
And
Granddaddy.
he went to see Granddaddy.
Oh, I bet he was surprised to see that little
He was.
chonk run around the corner.
Yeah.
Your mom is 95. Looks like your mom. Oh, that's wonderful. Lisa, if you're asking us, we live just outside of Memphis in Bartlett, Tennessee, and Mom is right next door. We're from Memphis. Although I was born in Mobile, they lived in Mobile.
Who lived in Mobile?
You did.
I mean, who that you're talking about?
I'm talking about us. I was telling them I was born in Mobile because
Yeah.
you and Dad lived
That's
in
where we
Mobile.
live.
Yeah. And now Suki lives just outside of Mobile. Y'all know sweet Suki. And so she's just outside of Mobile down there. She's a crafter that comes on regularly. She was on earlier, I think. So
I love Mobile.
yeah, I love Mobile. Okay, I guess we're going to go. Me and my mom are going to go now. That's all I've got today. I don't know what I'll have Thursday, but I'll come up with something. I'm taking this one to the dermatologist tomorrow. So, anyway, thank y'all for being here. I had a good time. I hope.
Yeah, I'd love to see you all.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all are very kind. Very sweet. Yes.
Okay, go get ready for Elizabeth. She'll be on in 30 minutes. Bye, y'all.